Hey, Shalom Akim, Yahweh Bashem, Yahushai Bashem, Kwakadash, double honors and salutations to the elders and apostles of Great Stone Road Wells, Reverend Nash DC Camp, with a short commentary, short lesson to the fight hope for elect. So, this issue against cash, is also going to be linked with the coronavirus. So, you just got to bring in that RFID microchip. So whatsoever opportunity he sees fit, he's gonna use it. So just expect that to be a common trend. Anytime there's a biological, outbreak or viral outbreak, he's all gonna find a way to try to link it to just have, you know, this physical currency done away with, and that's the angle. They've decided to adopt. Right, so it says here in the USA Today uh, editorial or whatever or article says, can cash, your regular paper notes, your Federal Reserve notes, can cash carry coronavirus? World Health Organization says use digital payments when possible. Yeah, so for a lot of people that do not have, access to digital accounts, you know, what they're gonna do, they're gonna deal in cash. And those that choose to deal in cash prefer that because they don't like, all that that so-called private data just floating through all these payment machines. You know, but at the end of the day, it's still gotta take people down that road of receiving the RFID chip. All right. So the first paragraph says the World Health Organization, also known as WHO, is reportedly encouraging people to use as many digital payment options as possible in the wake of the coronavirus. So they're trying to, speed up, that migration to accepting digital payment. Even though this European country, I'm not sure, is it in Sweden? Yeah, Sweden. That so-called people panhandling on the street. They're encouraging them to have like a digital account, so they could get money digitally without getting cash. But it's all part of the scheme anyway. It has to happen. All right, and there's so many ways. This virus could take on a different a different dimension, man. You know. So it says the primary way to spread the coronavirus is via touching and sneezing. Viruses can survive on hard surfaces like coins for days. In some cases, US dollars, a blend of fabric and paper are harder for viruses to stick to. But it is what it is, man. If the virus is on it, it doesn't take that long. Somebody touches it, it is what it is. So there is no excuse, man, to be ignorant of these situations, man. Because anything can happen. So you don't want to get comfortable with that so-called reports saying it can't happen. But if it happens, all of a sudden, too bad, too sad. All right. So you just gotta be extra cautious, man. Just make sure you have a sanitary environment. If you don't, if you're a man of the Lord and you choose not to use cash, the Most High won't hold it against you. But as long as you do not accept the RFID microchip, also known as the mark of the beast in the Bible, you're in good standing, all right? So you just gotta pray, Lord, about Shemashah, guide you, because you all know that the U.S. dollar is the most widely circulated form of currency on the face of the earth. So for these elites, to tank the dollar, they have to come up with an excuse. So whether it's a war, whether it's all these backdoor dealings with these other nations to put America in a tight spot, and send America to war, to make America fall for the okie doke. So just imagine that mess. All right. So it says we know that money changes hands frequently, It's all it takes for a few seconds. Somebody goes in the back room, the toilet, touch the door handle, you know, they come back to the cash register, transfer the virus there, the coins, nickels, and all that stuff. Hand it over. That's changed to the customer. The customer texted him, so it's not that far fetched, no. It's not that far fetched. Yeah, because you know how people are, man. Things happen. When you're standing in front of a register, someone's talking to you, all that, you know, fluids or whatever. That stuff is, in the air. And once it touch you, it's all over your shirt, it's all over your face. There's a camera that shows you all that stuff. That show you all the spit on your shirt from another person when you're having a conversation. It shows you how all that stuff is airborne. Yeah, so hey, the spirit of that Bashima Shai keeps you safe. Yeah, so it says we would advise people to wash their hands and after handling banknotes. It's like people to wash their hands after handling banknotes and avoid touching their face. So that's a simple instruction, all right. And then I read this last paragraph. Says the WHO didn't explicitly say that money specifically is linked to coronavirus, which is also called COVID 19. However, the agency did say it's advisable to use contactless payments to reduce the risk of transmission. All right, so don't be don't be alarmed. They say there's so many ways this thing could take on, could be transformed. So it's gonna happen. It doesn't matter how long we think it is, but as long as Lord Abashima Shah set it up, hey, that should be fine with the elect. All right. And a quick video I want to show Akim is gonna be from remember that trailer for that video game, the Division. Yeah, so you could just check it out real quick. Let me just pull up that screen. All right, so I'm gonna rewind it a little bit. All right, see all that madness in the jail. The killing the CEOs and all that stuff. Those prisoners are going haywire. So I play this part. So the whole division is based on this viral outbreak, man. It caused a breakdown in society. And they tell you that in that in that video game, that the virus was on cash. You know. This is 18 days is the outbreak. Yeah, and then you're also familiar with that phrase. Art imitate life. So that's what it is like. When you watch all this so-called, the trailers on these video games, you play the games, you see certain things that resonate, with reality.
Infected money. Black Friday. As a person.
You hear infected money. Black Friday. That's another way. Could have uh, more people just fall for the okie doke, man. Yep. So it's gonna be terrible, man.
Infected money.
Yep. So that's how messed up it's gonna be in this last days, man. When I hear about this jail system, all these penitentiaries, You have infections in there because you never know how it's gonna get in there. Maybe through a family visit, maybe one of the CEOs, correctional officers, or through the warden. They get it outside and they bring it back inside. Just like you hear about all that drugs, get in there, and all those cell phones get in there. It's all, from by the staff, man. That's how they're able to bring the stuff in. Definitely it's the staff, all right? So that's how messed up it's gonna be. If it's cash and all that stuff, it came from the outside. Yeah, so it's all part of prophecy. You just gotta deal with it, so don't be scared, don't be intimidated, because Lord Shema is gonna get you out of this situation. If you're married to the Lord, you should don't worry. All right. So just stay still, stay still in the spirit. All right. And the Lord Shema shall guide you. All right. So this is all right. So this is the prayer you just need to keep in mind. So the businesses are having a hard time taking care of demand. So like that. Yep. So that's what happens, man. Who knows? Just pray, Lord, everybody, don't let you catch that stuff, man. Even if you catch it, pray, Lord, everybody, heals you. All right. So we're going through some difficult times, man. All right. So I'm gonna get the scripture up real quick. Uh, so this is the book of Psalms, chapter 70. So it says, a psalm to the chief musician, a psalm of David to bring to remembrance. All right, meaning to ask the Lord about Shemashah to remember you. Okay, it says, make haste, O power, to deliver me. Make haste to help me, O Yahweh Shemashah Kadash. Then verse 2 says, let them be ashamed and confounded that seek after my soul. Let them be turned backward and put to confusion that desire my hurt. So that coronavirus, it can be planted in anyone's neighborhood. So you just gotta pray, Lord, about Shema Shai, that you overcome at the end, you know. So the Lord about Shema Shai is righteous, man. So I'm just gonna get a little precept here, you know, from the book of Revelation. Alright, so it's gonna be Revelations chapter 13, verse 15. Alright, and it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. Alright, the agenda of this Edomites, at least, man. They have that plan. Says that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Alright? And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or on their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark of the beast, or the number of the beast, or the number of his name. So that's what they're leaning to when you look at all these articles talking about the need to ban cash. So it all ties in, man. It's just like they say, never let a crisis go to waste. So they're gonna capitalize on it. They're gonna start making it compulsory for people to go with digital payments. It's like, well, you don't know how long the virus can be on your debit card, your credit card, or in your wallet. It's safer you get an RFID chip and you just stick it in you, and then, they just get one of these so-called numbskulls or dumb brain politicians, to introduce legislation which he never he never wrote, and then start pushing things through. They declare martial law just to force their way, to bully the people into a corner. Then you have all types of revolts. So it's not far fetched, man, to see these things take place. So just pray, Lord, that about Shema Shai guides you. That verse 18, Revelation chapter 13, verse 18 says, "Here is wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man." And who's the man? That's the Edomite man, the so called white man, alright? The Edomite elites, they are the ones that are behind all this turmoil upon the face of the earth. And his number is 600, 6. Alright? So just stay faithful, stay humble, man. All this so called, you know, uh, complaints that folks don't know exactly what to do. Hey, just read the scriptures. That's the best thing. Stick with proper hygiene conditions. Don't overextend yourself, man. Stay healthy, stretch out, exercise. Use those herbs. And pray. Pray. And when you get a chance, fast too. And the funny thing is like when the season of the Passover, in that time frame. So I mean, what do you expect? It's gotta be judgment upon the land. All right, so expect more judgment to come true. So the Lord Yahweh Shemasha is not really done with Babylon. It's just the beginning. All right. So that was the point that I came. Hope you've been edified, and the Spirit Lord Yahweh Shemasha, protects you, guides you and your family. All right, Shalom.